Hey everybody, what's going on? This is Jessica. I'm going to quickly show you the news sites that I like, and you'll eventually be using this in trading just to help you. Typically, it is suggested not to trade during high impact or medium impact news, and that's just due to market volatility. And you always want to wait a little bit after entering a trade whenever you see something like that occurring, just to ensure that you don't get stopped out of a position. The way that I am going to teach you, you will see that the market does always respect the technicals, with the exceptions of major events like elections and obviously things with COVID was unexpected. So things like that we can't control, but for the most part, it will respect what you're about to learn. So anyway, let's get straight to it. I'm going to share my screen, and here it goes. So I'm gonna actually go to the first one I like. The first one I like is forexfactory.com. The number one thing you want to do is you want to make sure this is set on the right time. So for example, mine's actually in the wrong time, but you're gonna click here on the top right, and you want to make sure that you have it again. Oh, never mind, it's right, 3:39, that's what time it is here, Eastern. So you want to make sure this is correct. This is where you would change it, and you would save your settings. And then just to go to home, you click on the logo on the top left. Now you do have the option of filtering your news events. I do this for myself. If you click this green icon, I just like medium and high impact news. That's typically what affects the market. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, but that is something that I do like to use. It's very simple for me. When you see red and orange, you know that there's going to be some news. Now, when there's all-day events, these can occur at any time on the day, during that day. For example, this is on Saturday. Markets are closed anyway, so you really don't have anything to worry about. But you can see here on June 8th, there's some Euro news expected, and it also includes, the previous reports, the forecast, and then the actual once they've been released. So one thing you can do to see how what to expect, or how to trade this, or what to look for, if you click on this icon here, it will literally explain to you right here. Less than forecast is good for currency. And what that means is, for example, this is the US dollar. If you're trading the US dollar or any pair that has USD on the left-hand side, if it's positive news and it decides to go bullish, let's just say, then any trade with USD on the left most likely will follow and become bullish, and the reverse if USD is on the right. This is something I do explain in further detail in my course, but I'm sure you can get it just based off what I said. So anyway, you can see the previous reporting here. You can see what they forecasted in the actual numbers. So for example, the unemployment rate, it was forecasted at 16%, but it actually was lower at 14.7% for May. And then for June, which is right here, the most recent number, it was lower by 13.3%. So even though it's still a higher unemployment rate, there is some improvement. And of course, that must have to do with the businesses starting to open up. So that's just how you can read it. And you can always just click on these links to get more information on that reporting. So that's Forex Factory. The second one is investing.com, and you're going to go to investing.com/economic-calendar/. And I've included this already in the Facebook group. If you're not in the Facebook group and you would like to join, I will include it in the bottom of this video. It is a free group. It's just some Forex tips and educational tips. It's free. I do have a course as well, but there's no charge for this information. So anyway, you can see here where you can also apply filters based on what countries you would want information from. I don't personally use this site, but it's a really good site. And then you can also click on these right here to determine the impact, the news impact. So I would definitely recommend at least doing these two and just apply it. And then from here, you can see, again, actual, and there's no forecast. Oh, here we go. Actual forecast and previous. You can also click on the hyperlinks to get more information, and click on the actual link, and it'll explain to you what it is, how it affects the currency, and so on, as you can see. So this is really cool. Investing.com actually has an app for your phone, which I do like a lot. So that is one that I download. So yeah, those are the two news apps that I like a lot. Another one that I like to use, it's not per se for news, but it is for currency strength. It's called FinViz. And what you're going to do is click on Forex and performance. And it will show you, they have daily, weekly, monthly, so you have by time frame. Obviously, the daily is going to be more volatile because the markets do change daily. But you can see that it's showing you that these pairs are stronger than these pairs, and USD is neutral. So if you were looking maybe for something that would be a higher probability trade, you could look at maybe NZD CHF, NZD JPY, NZD Euro, with NZD being stronger, and start looking for some bullish positions. Now, I don't think that you have to rely on a site to determine where a trade is going. You're going to use what I'm going to teach. But if this is something that you like to use for Confluence or just for some assistance until you get a little bit better, it's a really good tool. I used it when I first started trading, and I do teach this to my team. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to reach out to me, and have a great day.